And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Mayfield. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down at 5. Here's Cook again. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to about the 32.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, Cook. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 27.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
Joseph's got it.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and take it down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Mayfield on 1st down.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
And again, it's Mayfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion, they're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. He's got the first down and more. And they aren't able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
and the Rams have cut it back within a score.
Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go play action. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Play action, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson from 17 yards out. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
17, Rams 6. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Run.
Final play of the half, Mayfield.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game started the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
That would complete to Skoranek.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on third down, good for 28.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and long for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is up to 15 now.
Vikings 24, Rams 9. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Mayfield with it once more.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Rams.
Then Skoranek.
41 yards.
And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move, coming there to move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
Their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And this is on target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep the lead at 8.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. You weren't likely to make it in the first place.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Cousins. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football? Despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First down, Mayfield. Powell on the catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's good for Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the give, this is Akers. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down and inside the 40.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown!
Ben Skoranek
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2.
Mayfield.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Cousins.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Here's Powell on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph.
He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.